Hello Harper, it's Oma again. I've got a second book for you. This one's called Can't You Sleep, Little Bear? You have heard the story before, but this time you're going to see the pictures while I read it. So come with me and listen to this lovely, lovely story. Once there were two bears, Big Bear and Little Bear. Big Bear is the big bear and Little Bear is the little bear. They played all day in the bright sunlight. When night came and the sun went down, Big Bear took Little Bear home to the bear cave. Can you see them? There's Big Bear and there's Little Bear. They're playing and there's loads of snow. Oh, I bet it's chilly there. Big Bear put Little Bear to bed in the dark part of the cave. "Go to sleep, Little Bear," he said, and Little Bear tried. Big Bear settled in the bear chair and read his bear book by the light of the fire, but Little Bear couldn't get to sleep. There's Big Bear. Can you see he's reading his book? And he's got a nice warm fire to keep him warm. And then over in the cave is Little Bear, all tucked up in bed. "Can't you sleep, Little Bear?" asked Big Bear, putting down his bear book, which was just getting to the interesting part, and padding over to the bed. "I'm scared," said Little Bear. "Why are you scared, Little Bear?" asked Big Bear. "I don't like the dark," said Little Bear. "What dark?" said Big Bear. "The dark all around us," said Little Bear. Oh, look, there's his book. He had to take his glasses off. And there he is talking to Little Bear. Little Bear's holding his toes. Ah, that's a nice picture. Big Bear looked and he saw that the dark part of the cave was very dark. So he went to the lantern cupboard and took out the tiniest lantern that there was. Big Bear lit the tiniest lantern and put it next to Little Bear's bed. "There's a tiny light to stop you being scared, Little Bear," said Big Bear. "Thank you, Big Bear," said Little Bear, cuddling up in the glow. "Now go to sleep, Little Bear," said Big Bear, and he padded back to the bear chair and settled down to read the bear book by the light of the fire. Can you see the tiny little lantern that he's put by his bed? And Little Bear's all snug as a bug in his bed. Little Bear tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. "Can't you sleep, Little Bear?" yawned Big Bear, putting down his bear book with just 4 pages to go to the interesting bit and padding over to the bed. "I'm scared," said Little Bear. "Why are you scared, Little Bear?" asked Big Bear. I don't like the dark," said Little Bear. "What dark?" asked Big Bear. "The dark all around us," said Little Bear. "But I bought you a lantern," said Big Bear. "Only a tiny weeny one," said Little Bear, "and there's a lot of dark." Big Bear looked and he saw that Little Bear was quite right. There was still lots of dark. So Big Bear went to the lantern cupboard and took out a bigger lantern. Big Bear lit the lantern and put it beside the other one. So there we are. We've got one tiny, teeny, weeny one, and then there's another one. Can you see it, Harper? How many does that make? It makes 2 lanterns. "Now go to sleep, Little Bear," said Big Bear, and he padded back to the bear chair and settled down to read the bear book by the light of the fire. Little Bear tried and tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. "Can't you sleep, Little Bear?" grunted Big Bear, putting down his bear book with just 3 pages to go and padding over to the bed. "I'm scared," said Little Bear. "Why are you scared, Little Bear?" asked Big Bear. "I don't like the dark," said Little Bear. "What dark?" asked Big Bear. "The dark all around us," said Little Bear. "But I brought you 2 lanterns," said Big Bear. "A tiny one and a bigger one." "Not much bigger," said Little Bear, "and there's still lots of dark." "There he is in his chair, Big Bear. And look at Little Bear, he's tossing and turning in his bed." And then over there, Big Bear's gone to his room, and Little Bear's sitting on the edge of his bed. Big Bear thought about it, and then he went to the lantern cupboard and took out the biggest lantern of them all, with 2 handles and a bit of chain. He hooked the lantern up above Little Bear's bed. "I've brought you the biggest lantern of them all," he told Little Bear. "That's to stop you being scared." "Oh, thank you, Big Bear," said Little Bear, curling up in the glow and watching the shadows dance. "Now go to sleep, Little Bear," said Big Bear, and he padded back to the bear chair and settled down to read the bear book by the light of the fire. Wow, look at that big lantern. And look at Little Bear looking at it. He has got a big lantern in his room now. Little Bear tried and tried and tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. "Can't you sleep, Little Bear?" groaned Big Bear, putting down his bear book with just 2 pages to go and padding over to the bed. Look, there he is. He's upside down and all around in his bed, and his little dolly's fallen out of bed. And there he is sitting, waiting to talk to Big Bear. "I'm scared," said Little Bear. "Why are you scared, Little Bear?" asked Big Bear. "I don't like the dark," said Little Bear. "What dark?" said Big Bear. "The dark all around us," said Little Bear. "But I brought you the biggest lantern of them all, and there isn't any dark left," said Big Bear. "Yes, there is," said Little Bear. "There is, out there." And he pointed out of the bear cave at the night. There's Little Bear pointing to the outside. Even though his room's bright, he can still see the night outside. Big Bear saw that Little Bear was right. Big Bear was very puzzled. All the lanterns in the world couldn't light up the dark outside. Big Bear thought about it for a long time, and then he said, "Come on, Little Bear." "Where are we going?" asked Little Bear. "Out," said Big Bear. "Out into the darkness?" said Little Bear. "Yes," said Big Bear. But I'm scared of the dark," said Little Bear. "No need to be," said Big Bear, and he took Little Bear by the paw and led him out from the cave into the night. And it was dark. "Ooh, I'm scared," said Little Bear, cuddling up to Big Bear. Big Bear lifted Little Bear and cuddled him and said, "Look at the dark, Little Bear." And Little Bear looked. There they are, they're looking at all the darkness outside. "I've brought you the moon, Little Bear," said Big Bear. the brightest yellow moon and all the twinkly stars. See the moon, Harper? And then there's all these stars in the sky, and Big Bear is holding Little Bear to show it to him. But Little Bear didn't say anything, for he had gone to sleep, warm and safe in Big Bear's arms. Big Bear carried Little Bear back into the bear cave, fast asleep, and he settled down with Little Bear in one arm and the bear book on the other, cozy in his bear chair by the fire. Oh, look, he's all snug as a bug and he's fast asleep in Big Bear's arms. And Big Bear read the bear book right to the end. And look, they've both fallen asleep in the bear chair. That was a lovely story, wasn't it? Well, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed reading it to you. I love you. See you soon.